The forecast in light of the current semiconductor shortage is the primary subject of today's video. Elon Musk, CEO, has given updated guidance on the release of new models like the Cybertruck, and these plans outline the build-up in production at two new plants. Since the company already shattered census estimates for vehicle sales and production in the final 3 months of last year, the gap between it and its closest competitor has grown, and analysts have begun making on-the-fly adjustments to their Q4 forecasts. Furthermore, it operates at a healthy profit margin and is seeing robust growth. Profitable sales of regulatory credits to competitors eager to offset their car's tailpipe CO2 emissions have made the days when the EV pioneer could only swing into the black a thing of the past. However, what does Tesla's future hold? And what does whistleblower Edward Snowden think of the firm? This video has all the information you need. Let's dive in. Edward Snowden tweeted that the current price of Tesla stock is excessive. This was in response to Tesla CEO Elon Musk's tweet in which he requested the public for advice on whether or not to sell some of his shares. It's not just Snowden who has this opinion. As of late, Tesla's market cap has risen above $1 trillion, but according to Fresh Constructions, an independent investing research group, Tesla is overpriced by nearly $1 trillion. After an 87% increase in sales to 936,000 automobiles in the previous year, CEO David Traynor is anticipating a possible 88% decline in stock price to roughly $150 per share. Forecasts for 2022 from Wall Street analysts have begun to increase from about 1.3 million to potentially 1.4 million cars. Morgan Stanley stated earlier this month that production limitations, rather than demand, will determine Tesla's volumes by 2022, and that they expect the company to start performing like a conventional cab in that year. Tesla shareholders have had a rough start to the year. The stock price, which had jumped to above $1,200 per share after the announcement of Q4 sales volumes, was hovering around $930 on Monday, a drop of nearly 20%. Investors have punished growth companies because they expect the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates this year in response to rising inflation. Bulls have tried to dismiss concerns about a possible spike in redemptions for Cathie Wood's ARK Innovation ETF by drawing analogies to fallen market darlings Peloton and Netflix. A large investment in Tesla, I know that the first thing on the minds of shareholders right now is how to strengthen Tesla's still viable growth story with the addition of new capacity. With its Fremont, California factory at capacity and output in Shanghai at all-time highs, the company will be searching for signs of when its two new factories in Texas and Germany will begin operations. The latter is under further scrutiny because of the local government's slow regulatory process. Musk also needs to address the mystery surrounding Tesla's futuristic Cybertruck, which was initially shown off in November of this year. The rumored release date has apparently been pushed back again until the first quarter of 2019. When compared to the original release date of last year, Tesla is abnormally late to the market, while its rivals have already met the issue head-on. Cybertruck reservation holders may be tempted to cancel their orders by the recent success of the Rivian R1, the introduction of the GMC Hummer EV pickup, and the expected release of the Ford F-150 Lightning this year. Saddened by the realization that delivery of the Tesla will be delayed by a year. The first red flag was raised in October, when Tesla stopped offering the configurator option for the vehicle. Most fan sites now predict that the base model, which currently retails for $39,900 and features a single motor, will be discontinued in favor of the introduction of a new, more expensive variant, including 4 motors to compete with the R1Ts. Some have speculated that what is being called the Model 2 is another significant model supporting Tesla's growth story. The debut of the model, first mentioned in the company's September 2020 Battery Day presentation, was revised and shared with investors. The stock market estimated Tesla Incorporated to be worth $117 billion in January 2020. The sum reached $658 billion by the end of the year. Within a year, Tesla's stock price surged to a valuation of over $1 trillion. On October 25, 2021, the stock price of Tesla unexpectedly spiked perplexing investors. It also raises the question of whether or not Tesla will be able to maintain its speed after the epidemic, given the same forces that drove its valuation to $1 trillion. The Financial Times says that the remarkable rise of electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla may be traced back to a Tesla financial complex, which has been funded by both private investors and CEO Elon Musk's tweets. The inclusion of Tesla in the S&P 500 index in December 2020 has given index funds a greater opportunity to profit from the rising value of the company's stock. Get up there. The stock was allocated 1.6% of the total weight in the S&P 500 index upon entry. At the start of November 2021, it accounted for 2.5% of the index's weight and contributed significantly to the index's performance, accounting for around 25%. In November, Tesla's weighting in the Russell 1000 was similar to that of the S&P 500 during periods of excess fundamentals, at 4% of the index's total. Relax and take it easy. From January of this year until now, exactly the same thing has happened with Tesla. The share price of Tesla has risen from the low $60s to well over $1,000. An investor who put down $1,000 on Tesla shares has seen that investment rise to $16,000, despite the fact that the stock has recently been trending downward. The S&P 500, an index of 500 of the largest publicly traded U.S. companies, has returned 90% over the same time period. This means that during the past 3 years, Tesla has significantly outperformed the market. The rapid growth of Tesla has cost the company billions of dollars. Many people think the Austin, Texas-based electric car manufacturer is just getting started, which is bad news for those who bet that the stock price will decline by shorting the company's shares. The CEO of ARK Invest, Cathie Wood, is one of the most prominent of these Tesla bulls. ARK Invest predicts that by 2025, the share price of Tesla will have risen to $3,000. This is assuming, of course, that ARK's forecast is accurate. There will be 3 price increases for Tesla shares during the next 3 years. In 2025, a 2019 investment of $1,000 in Tesla shares will be worth $50,000. Tesla's valuation will increase from $1 trillion to $3 trillion. As a point of comparison, Toyota is currently valued at $300 billion, making it the second most valuable automaker in the world. The CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, is not currently thought to be one of them, at least not in the near future. Despite Musk's insistence that the current price of Tesla stock is excessive. Shares of the electric vehicle manufacturer have continued to rise, and Musk seems to have accepted this as inevitable. Musk's current discontent with Tesla's stock price is related more to the overall stock market and economy than it is to the performance of the electric vehicle company he founded. China is the possible final topic of discussion. In December, Tesla sold over 70,000 vehicles in the largest EV market in the world. This drove the global performance of the brand in the fourth quarter and was about a third higher than their previous record for the month. As a portion of that demand was likely anticipated by owners who wanted to take advantage of large Chinese subsidies for EVs before they were lowered in January, investors will want to know how much of it is sustainable. That may portend a lackluster beginning to the year. Tesla was established in 2003 by a group of engineers with a mission to demonstrate that electric vehicles might be as fast as, if not faster than, their gasoline-powered counterparts. 5 years later, it introduced the Roadster, which debuted the company's battery technology and powertrain for the first time, and announced plans to introduce an entire fleet of electric vehicles. Tesla has also released products for the generation and storage of clean energy at scale. Tesla thinks it's best if we all transition away from fossil fuels and towards a world with zero emissions as soon as possible. Considering how far they've gone, I have no doubt that they'll find a way to shatter records and amaze their rivals. Keep in mind that expert estimates and price targets for Tesla stock in 5 years can be incorrect when looking for Tesla stock predictions. Analysts' forecasts are grounded in both fundamental and technical analyses of the stock's past and expected future performance. Results from the past do not guarantee future achievement. So, what are your predictions for Tesla going forward? Please share your thoughts in the section below.